Woo, campers, we've made it to Oaks Beach Caravan Park. Yeah, it's pretty tight, not really good for big rigs, but mine does fit in here. But I'll show you around. Let's go. It's a nice caravan park, but the only thing is, if you've got a high RV, antennas, everything else, there is a bit of tree coverage here that could be a bit of a problem with your van. So just be careful. I always advise someone, if they're going to go park at a caravan spot, have a walk through, have a look first to see what it's like. And if you can get your van in here, yeah, no worries. It's cheap. It's a budget caravan park again if you want. They don't overcharge, which is good, but otherwise it's a nice place. Okie dokie, there's one toilet block for the main section. This main section is mainly for caravans and everything else. The rest of the caravans on either side, they're permanents, so we've only got really one strip here. They can fit a fair few caravans on here. There's lady showers, men's toilets, and there's also a laundry, which I'll give you a look at. They kept them pretty clean. Every morning I've gone in there, they've been mopped and cleaned, so they clean them every day. They're an old school sort of shower, but they do the trick. The dreaded repairs, the running repairs on the RV or caravan that you must do. The bayonet fitting. Mine broke. Probably old and twisting all the time and everything else. Bought a new one. It's a 4 bayonet, where this is only a 2 bayonet, but it's the same, and hopefully it fits in my tube. So you can get them normally from any caravan shop. Just got to make sure you pick the right one. There's 2 types, well, there's quite a few different types, but the type that I came across are the ones with a tiny little insert in the guts of that. They're not too bad, but they might not fit into your sewer tank, so just make sure you pick the right one. This one hasn't got it, it's got a concave, it's got a little rubber seal on it. That's the one you want. Cheap, $7. I thought it was going to be more expensive than that, but it wasn't. The ones with the rib on the inside that sticks out, they're $40 and they're white. And I went, oh, okay, cheap, $7. I don't know if it's priced right, but yeah, $7 will do me. Righto, it's got a normal hose clamp around it, as you normally do. It's very hard to put a hose clamp on this because of it's so ribbed. The idea is to maybe put some insulating tape or some sort of tape around it, so it gives it a bit of a bond to squeeze in, and on the inside too if you can. I'll show you anyway. But that to me looks like a 7mm. 7mm. Now the only way you're going to do this is take this, not right off, but you're going to take it so much so you can slip it over your tube, so you can actually, this becomes free. So just let that slide down like thus, and now the idea of getting out now, as you can see, I put tape around it to give it a bit of a seal. So you really have to peel this tape off and clean it all up and do everything else. It's just what we've got to do. Right, get the trusty standing knife. Be careful when you cut it, don't cut yourself. Standing knives are supposed to be pretty sharp. Ah, got ya. So be careful, or get an adult to do it. Don't play with sharp objects. Right, as you can tell, I put a fair bit of tape on that because you can't really get a good seal over that. It's not flush and you need a good seal. So the idea is I put some plumber's tape and some black insulation tape around it so it gives it a good seal. Alright, take all the rubbish off. I did have a leak before in it, that's why I did this. As you can tell, I put a fair bit on it. It's cheap stuff anyway, this stuff. It's only, you know, $5-6 for around 4 rolls. If not, I think every roll is 90 cents. So it's funny trying to get a seal around that. Seeing how this is flat, that's not. So this should come up pretty easily. There it is. Look. Make sure you wash your hands after you finish all this stuff. Have a look at your hose. If it's pretty crap around the outside, chop it off, start newer section. But I reckon I can get away with that section there. So then again, the easiest way of putting this in first, take off the sticker of course. Oh, duh. Because that can affect the seal when you put it in there. If it's a bit high and a bit low, it'll just leak out on you and you'll get crap everywhere. And you don't want that sort of stuff happening. It becomes a mess. Righto, there's the fitting. Like I said, straight in there. Screw it. You're best off screwing in there because it's got a thread on it. Just the way the pipe's done. Screw it all together like that, like sus. And now let's do the magic tape. I'm going to keep it the same thing what I was doing before. Plumber's tape to put a bit of a seal on it, and then I just hold it in place with the tape. So it doesn't matter which way you wrap it on, as long as you wrap it on. Right close to the seal, like that. It gives a bit of a seal to it. Try to get it close into here, because that's where it's going to come out if anything. So squeeze it in there, and then when you put the black tape on it, it should be right. Like I said, 90 cents, use the whole one. You don't want it to leak halfway and you don't want to do it again. So, like I said, the motto, do it right, do it once. There you go, all rolls gone, 90 cents, whoopie-doo. Now I normally get this insulation tape, and it's a good tape just to hold everything on, and it gives it a good base for the hose clamp to go on. And just keep winding it until you're satisfied that there's going to be a good seal, if not a nice flat area for the clamp to go on. Righto, I'm happy with that. Now I'm right, put the hose clamp back on. And every repair when you're finished, wash your hands, especially if you're dealing with your black water or your grey water tank. Make sure your hands are nice and clean when they're finished. Done. Rightio, we're off to see Bundaberg Ginger, I was going to say gingerbread factory. No, Ginger Beer Factory. We're just going to have a look at that today and see what it looks like. I'll show you when we get there. brewery at the moment. Like I said, it's $15 a head. You get a little pack just to see your favourite drinks. You can take them home if you want. It's $15. It's pretty cheap. It's near enough what you pay for them in the shops anyway. It's probably even cheaper. So yeah, come and look at Bundaberg factory. There's a few galleries and stuff like that you can have a look at it. It doesn't take you that long to get through. That was the Bundaberg Ginger Beer factory. So if you're ever up here, come have a look. Mate, you go in there, you get some tastings, you get a 6-pack, which is $15. Mate, it's near enough what you pay for it anyway. So, and then you get to have a look at the big, as you can tell, it's a big keg. So yeah, come up here, it's $15, it's a family thing, beautiful area. Maria, the lady who does everything, she's a great lady. She explains everything to the fullest. Yeah, good. Plenty of parking. Takes 20 minutes to walk through it all. Takes around another 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the tasting. You have a taste test of around 13 to 14 different types. And then at the end of it, you choose your favourite one. Of course, you only get a 6-pack. And trust me, when you taste all of them, they all taste nice. Even the diet ones. Right, the next place we're going to is at Agnes Waters. It's called Reef Caravan Park. At the moment it's fully booked. I've tried getting in there and I had one spot left. And I said, I'll take it. So I took it for 3 nights. Cheap again. Prices as thus. So if you want to look it up, it's in Wiki Camps. It is another budget site. It's a little bit out of town. I haven't seen it yet. We'll go have a look.